Beloved brothers, October 30th, 2018. I was taken to places around the world. I saw houses of Christian people. So I saw Christian people living in cities and countryside, but these people who lived in cities and countrysides, there was something about them that was common in these places. They all had children, young people, and there were also adults who were playing electronic games. I saw mothers and fathers who were powerless before this situation and their feelings down. I was seeing this when my companion told me, listen. Then my ears were opened, and I began to listen to the thoughts of those parents. They consoled themselves with having their children under their roof, even though they were in electronic addiction. They prayed for them and almost had to force them to worship with them, but they, after this, returned to their usual state. That scene was very painful and sad. Then my eyes were opened, and I saw how evil angels surrounded these addicts and rejoiced with them. My companion told me, this is the iniquity. It is almost a state of perdition, and we can do absolutely nothing until the individual asks for help himself. Then he said to me, observe. I saw how the faces of these individuals not only changed, but also their thinking and acting. I saw how they could not be free and happy because of this addiction. But the most that caught my attention, dear brothers, at that time was what my companion told me. He told me, this will soon lose their own ability to have control of their mind, and soon, if they do not resist and ask for help and totally turn away from all temptation, they will be permanently possessed by the evil one, and they will be mortal vessels for the enemy of God. Dear brothers, I saw then how these games, from those catalogued harmless to the most cruel ones, were all planned and elaborated in the factory of the evil one. The technological age, I was told, was made and elaborated by the enemy of God to divert the minds from the preparation which it must have with the help of God to conquer. I was told that the prophecy stipulated it, and that this heralded imminent events, the coming of God and the control of Satan over his subjects. In short, the total and absolute definition of two groups, those controlled by Satan and possessed by him, and those invested by God and invaded by him. Beloved brothers, while I listened to all this, I kept thinking, and my companion continued saying, no one who wants to be saved must have this addiction, because the Holy Spirit will not be able to invest them, and those they will lose their soul forever. Everyone must decide, he told me. Each one today is at stake, his life or his death. The door of mercy soon, very soon, it will close, and there will be no opportunity after this. There will be no resolutions or pleas. There will be no second chance like in Sodom and Gomorrah. The antediluvians, world, and Jerusalem. All these are examples for us. The time of grace period is over by minutes, days, and years in these examples that I just gave you. A rebellious and wicked generation, loving themselves more than God, and evil angels possess their senses to the point that opportunity shined before them, and they did not recognize the day of their salvation. Then I was told, exhort and correct, and everyone who does so will deliver his soul. Then at that moment he paused and continued saying, no mind that is not subject to divine requirements can be saved. Be warned, because the time to redouble the evil attacks is among us, and we can only help the one who asks with a contrite heart and humiliated, who decides to turn away from evil and executes it. There is no hope for the wrongdoing. There is no excuse. Everything is clear and everything is said. While I was listening to this, dear brothers, my heart meditated on all this, and he kept saying, clean your houses promptly, remove all anathemas from them and from your lives, and you will live. Make sacrifices to Jehovah and trust him. Everything is ready for the outcome of the final battle. Get ready today, for it will soon be too late. Dear brothers, this is very sad what is happening. The Lord is taking a review of the one who claims to be his people. It is useless that we go to the countryside and that we have all these situations within our camp. Let us ask the Lord to give us the discernment, the wisdom, the strength, and the decision to take all this out and declare, as Joshua said, I and my house will serve the Lord. It is my plea and prayer for all of you. May the Lord bless you all.